Hi, my name is Sophia and I lead the customer success here at myReach. So in this video, we are going to explore myReach and give you a quick demo of the product. Essentially, it is the easiest and most powerful way to manage company knowledge. So what do I mean by that? Well, here's a statistic that might surprise you. The average employee spends 25% of their time searching for information. Not producing any output, not getting any work done, just searching. Now, to put things into perspective, that is 1 whole day per week lost. So why is that? Well, it's clearly not because of a lack of information. We've got access to so much of it. But if you look at companies, their knowledge is so scattered across different systems, files, and folders that it makes it very inaccessible. And it is this inaccessibility to the content and to the company knowledge that is actually stalling the process and making employees work more difficult and making companies less efficient than they could be. So what we've seen at myReach is that in today's era of generative AI, the most valuable asset that a company can have is the knowledge graph, a way of collecting all the information of your company in one clear and accessible place, available to everyone with the click of a button. And it's not just about finding information or finding that one file that you're looking for. It's about providing context to every search with relationships and connected data. Whether it's information hidden inside of different presentations, HR tools, or your Google Drive. At myReach, the goal is to help you search and get answers. So forget about wasting time hunting through your Google Drive or chasing colleagues for files. myReach reduces search time from the 25% that I mentioned before down to 1%, giving you back control of your time so you can use it to actually get work done. So there are 2 key pillars at myReach. The first pillar is search. Essentially, how can I find exactly what I'm looking for? Maybe it's a document that was made 2 years ago and I don't know what folder it's in. Or I'm a new employee onboarding into the company. I can search for anything in natural language with semantic search. And myReach's AI understands the meaning and intent of my search and gives me all the relevant results. And the second pillar is chat. So if you're no longer just looking for a file, but you're looking for specific answers within your company's data, say for example, what was the break clause of that contract? How many units did this client order? Where can I find onboarding material? Or how do I fill out an expense report? Any question, what myReach does is it works with a technique known as retrieval augmented generation, or RAG, which allows the AI to pull relevant information and generate accurate answers backed by the original source. Now, this is something that is really important for us at myReach, for every answer to be backed with sources and citations so you can essentially trust but verify where the information is coming from. So you can think of it as a custom version of ChatGPT for your company, but answers come with a link to the original source and the specific page or section. So you know where the information is coming from, and you know that you can trust it because it's information that you have provided in your knowledge base. Now, before giving you a quick demo of the product, here's an overview of the use cases that we've seen. We're seeing companies of all sizes using myReach for many different use cases, anywhere from helping people onboard more quickly to internal R&D support, helping with legal or finance workflows, and also as a customer support assistant live on their website, helping to augment customer service and provide faster and more accurate responses. So these are just a few examples, but really the platform that we've built at myReach can be applied to endless industries and use cases. You can have a custom AI agent trained on your data in under 10 minutes. And best of all, no coding skills required. Previously, building a custom AI agent required coding experience and AI expertise, so many companies weren't able to take full advantage of these new AI innovations. Well, myReach changes that completely. Now, with just 10 minutes of your time, you get a custom AI agent that transforms knowledge management and makes information accessible. So let me show you how. Okay, so we're logged into myReach. This is the interface, essentially your knowledge base. And as you add information, it appears here. So the first thing that you need to do is populate your knowledge base. Whether you're building an internal tool for your team or an external tool as a 24/7 customer support agent for your customers, you need to save the relevant information that is then going to be used to answer questions. So this can be anything from files, PDFs, websites, notes, articles, voice recordings, you've got one here, contacts, videos, any digital data. And you can save information by uploading new data or through an integration. So here on the left-hand side, let me just move this, you've got the different sections. So you've got integrations here, where you can connect your Google Drive, import a database, browser bookmarks, your company sitemap, essentially connect your data from different systems into one connected place. And it's a one-click setup, which then allows you and anyone in the company to go on to ask questions based on the corporate data. Now, another thing that we've got here on the left sidebar is the assistant. So the assistant is your chat. One search bar for all your questions. So let's try it out. When was the Acme contract signed? So what happens now is that myReach will first search across all of the information in my knowledge base, and it gives me the answer. We believe that it is extremely important for us to be able to give references to support the answers. And that way, you know that the information that is provided comes from your data. It is not being made up. And you can also ask follow-up questions without having to provide any context. How many units did they order? So here I'm not providing any context because it understands from the conversation what I'm talking about. I don't need to repeat the name of the company or anything, just ask a question. And if you click on one of the sources, it gives you the specific page and in-text section where it based the answer from. So you can read on further or find out more. So as I said before, your assistant can help with anything from analyzing contracts and documents, obtaining insights from research, finding information from files you thought were lost, summarizing articles, or answering follow-up questions, as I did here. Essentially, recalling specific information and deep diving into the details. Now, the last thing I've got here on the left sidebar is my Genie. So without going into too much detail into this, because I will do a whole other video just on that, my Genie is the external chat that you can share with people outside your company or embedded on your website for customer support. And you can create Genies and it is entirely customizable. You can choose the colors of the chat, the voice and tone, the way that it replies to answers, what knowledge it should pull from, and you create custom categories to be able to organize the incoming questions. So you can see here the end results on our website. For example, it is a chat on the bottom right of the page where you can essentially ask any question. What's myReach? And it will reply using the information that you have provided in your knowledge base. So then internally, you're able to see the metrics and understand your audience, identify knowledge gaps on your website, see what categories people are asking questions about, and this is done automatically, and essentially get insights on who your customers are, what they're looking for, what really matters to your audience. So myReach gives you complete control over this without making things complicated at all. And as you saw, it is entirely customizable. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.